John's inform Galasi Joshua Mix Farm. Good evening. Remember nothing about J, but we got to go and then we move forward. As we got my President Antonio, good evening. But you make me big. Every time I come over, you make me big. Tadeo, good evening. Serun George Mathias, Andrew Subuga, Chigoze Stanley. Good evening, guys. Pade, Derek Fisher. Bana ile wali omupira. Bana kanka fule brief akalero mbate mugende ku mupira. I don't follow football. I wish I did. Yesterday nabadde wano bananga ononsonyiwa. Mulabe eddoboozi lyange mulira bali badde lyekutemuko. And you saw yesterday I had an engagement where I'm chairperson of the association. I had to be there, and somehow time flew past. I was dozing and so let me just make it brief. I know that literally all men follow football and some women. It seems like I am the only man that does not follow football. That's what it seems like. It seems like I'm the only man that doesn't follow. But the Spacio was really a good deal. I think it was a good one. Yeah. She's at a day of VIP, a VIP carry world. So, but I hope your weekend is okay. Yesterday, music so yesterday we were at a get together with some of the old boys and old girls from my high school, and normally the get-togethers we are supposed to go at an Obio OG's home, and last year mbolaba ne mama abane awagira mani mama abane mani utajimanyi mama bana yakataina ya mpira bya taina cha mpira no nze no kale ko. I know Arsenal, I know Man U, I know Man City, I know Leicester City, I know Liverpool, I know some nange nyina team ze manyi 3ZR in Toyota Harrier. Yes, very good. Very good. I also know what guy go bali bamwitani yasamba ngenyo mpire danga ne musinia 1 About the app you talked about first time, which can be used. Yes, it's called Eversend. Antonio, nsarako ba kurokubiri. Sarako kurokubiri Antonio tunyumyemu. Nkuragene ka app ako bekakola ka Eversend kankole video enchando woza. Let me get someone to actually show you. Let me get someone to do that video. I can't call it a video. I can't think uploading. It's called the Eversend app. With the Eversend app, you can have a visa that is not attached to your bank account. You pay for the visa once, I think, ojugula $3, and that's your visa card for life. Sent Ozisako using mobile money app, then knows take a police. Thank you, Nico. Good evening, Nico. FK, good evening, Nico. Everybody, bad you guys like the broadcast. So yesterday, wow, I missed the broadcast yesterday. So Murad K, Momo VIP, Sereko Starch. I look like national fan. Now giranga manyu nga simaina yempagira guy bali bamuita niwe yali asamba onyo Nestroy. Bali bamuita Nestroy. Mulaba. Nange sewo manya Martha Marisa hi. Manyina sewo nange manya gaba sabu Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Gaucho. So manya gawa sambi wa mpira. Hi Hamidu, how are you? Peter Mangeni, how are you? So yesterday ngenda banyumiza ka story ka Spacio, but kansoke banyumiza ka story ka yesterday. So yesterday nizina original sound kanjiteke eri emabega Let me see. No. Yes. Let me sound. Yeah, that's better. So you get the background sound, but it's not too much. So yesterday, every year, we visit a friend of ours, go to Asomanaye. It's a get-together tradition. We have annual general meetings, and then we have a get-together. Last year, I hosted people at my home. So this year, a friend of ours called Simon was hosting us, and we had a very good time. And Uganda is big, you guys. Twagenzi yazimba chitende. Nuranga ku St. Mary's eyo. So we drove nitugende yomunda. Nituyingira. And the experience was good. One of the things with visiting people is, especially when you're visiting someone, to simply chill and converse and see how you people can move forward as a let's see. So one of the things that comes with you meeting with people, ngate waliet Paul Sema VIP, good evening. Mugalase Joshua. Bruno Insingoma, sorry. So one of the things that are good with you visiting people, ngateria ina chizibu, teria ina mukoro gwa kusondera, you get, because normally when people meet, it's either someone has a problem bali mumusondera, or someone has a function like a kwanjura and they are trying to get money together bamuyambeko. Now, for us to around to get together as a petesigena kuba mukusonda kwonna. We just meet. Oriat hostings and naturisa. Of course, we contribute money for to help this person prepare. But the rest of the things are recorded. Naguli abanyo omwenge, abanyo baina kusambia bigere. And that's what happened. If 12 deonga tuliva kufu. Do you know what it means to be full? I came back with one of my OGs nga today mabega. Netuvuga okuva ekitende paka ku namulese wano ku Queens waawo muna bawetera okukyamira nyambuke ku shero yawo, I think oba shero ba total nagana inze nzikuse nagamba obbi wafe kutwadi na yesu mulaka zipu wano. That's how much we ate. So but one of the things that I like about the visits that we are having right now is that we went to his place and we were inspired. Osobola okukyalira omuntu gwomanyi nolaba kyazimbye nolaba what he has been able to put up, and then we inspired to say, oh my God, I actually need to work really hard. Kati muba muna abantu abatana bakubako kyebateeka. When you visit people, gunomaka nogende woli, guli ogudako nogende woli, ogudako nogende woli. It helps you to get inspired. But also I find that it's one way for you to meet people ngate mu meetinze mbizibu. Obanga te wali abasabiriza. Obanga te mu meetinze because you really have to go there. So it's one day that I used to kind of unplug. I had work to do. So Nakedek office and I did some work. And then I took the laptop along thinking I would work. But when I got there, I decided to simply unplug. And the only thing I was using the phone for was taking videos, for the get together and all that. I'm the chairman, obviously. I gave a very huge speech, and then the host came and gave us a speech. A speech. But then the other thing I saw at this get together yesterday was this guy was with this best man, and the best man was literally all over the event. Nga best man ne host wa febeba buli kimu. One thing that inspired me is that it's a really hard thing. He was our host was the best man of the other guy. Then this other guy was also the best man for our host. You see that friendship. Erwawo kulabika. Nti wemba n'omukole wange best man wange asitukiremu. Atokumanyanga it's we no longer have friends like that. You guys have even seen men are making women their best men. How can that even happen? And we were discussing. We talked about it. Normally, when I see something that inspires me or that makes me feel good, I talk about it. So I was talking to this dude. Nangamba, and then the other guys joined into the conversation. And we were talking why we no longer have friendships like that, and we all agreed that two things are leading to separation of friends, even brothers: money and women. And of course, unnecessary competition. You wanting to be better than another person. You get, we all maybe say the more is over to Jackson, but it's mostly money and women. And then I remember my friend, who was my best friend, and that song. And I remember the thing that separated us was a girl, which together. And then we were really, really close. And then, well, he had the chick in the neighborhood. Yale apangisa ku nyumba zawe. Nemubuza chick yo story chinangamba it's okay gena ma. So kumene yale yagala chick. Atenze ngeno mubuza story chingamuita sister. Zingamanyi they are already sister bro zone. So I went ahead with the chick. Kume guy yagala chick. And yeah, so the chick came between us. And I find that that's the one thing I'm trying to train my kids to keep them like friends is okubalaga nti money doesn't come between you. Things should not come between you, your brothers. Ira Urban, one of the things that we are teaching him, which is really hard, is Urban, when you get a cake and your brother is here and you have to share, you break in half. Don't give yourself less, don't give him less, break in half, because we have just given it to you. You get, so break in half. When I pick them from school sometimes and they have to come to my office, I've made it a tradition. I give 1,000 to Urban, I give 1,000 to Alban, and I tell them, what do you want? Each of them wants something to eat and something to drink. So I tell them, you guys have 1,000. So one of you will buy soda and you share, and one of you will buy something to eat and you share. So I'm trying to cultivate something in them that shows them that you don't have to be better than the other person. You can all survive when you literally have the same, or even someone can have less. So if they decide to not share, then they have only 1,000 to spend on drink and something on snack, which is impossible in today's world. But that's impossible. So anyway, but we went to this function and I was inspired. As a person that has lived in a house that is not complete for a very long time, twagenze wachali wafenge nyumba ya jimale chikomera ya chimala ya simbo olusuku lwelujjudde mu Namasaka, literally ewakanga waggwa ng'ekibulayo kiri kimu kutuuma kkubo liva ku kkubo kujjawo erinnya lye era like his best man said yewe yasasulayo era akapande weekali waliwo erinnya lye nga bw'onoolaba Arthur Close. So this guy kyabulayo kyekyo kusasula kapande kubanga egeeti ye yesembayo ku kkubo bujja bwoti bwovuga otuukira ku kikomera ki. So kyabulayo kyekyo genda mu council kusasula, but everything was complete and I was inspired. I said, okay, let me go and work harder so that I also can be able to finish my house to this level. And then we were having a conversation still later on in the day, and he was saying kakati njagala kugaziya nzimbe wali nyongere ngaziye ku nyumba yange. And then I remembered the conversation I had with an old man in 2000 I think it was 2017 when nali na akazimbe ekasangati. I built half of the house and the other half was not yet complete, so I had it in my mind to build a flat there. And when that old man visited me, the old man asked me, Arthur, ogenda kufeeda wano emuyenga bakolerayo baani? And I'm glad that guy actually came that day, because that instant I built the half of the house that wasn't complete, and I lived there for like and then I sold that place because I just did not like the place anymore. It was too ghetto for me then. And then I came to a place that has given me more peace than the other place, bigger. So I shared this experience with my friend, and I told him, you know what, Togaziwa, your house is already complete. Send the Zogen Oteka in a flat there, so that even you spread your properties in other places. But Arthur, it's hard in a place where you have lived for a very long time. It's very. Then I told him I understand, but that's what adulthood is. You move from here to there, and then that brought me to something that we should never forget. You're going to get attached to that house, and you're going to get attached to that house, and you know what that means. You might not want to move. That's the thing with building. So you're not yet ready to stay in one place. Don't build a house. Don't build a home. You can actually build semi-detached rentals, and then you live in one of the rentals, so that moving is easy for you. You get. That's something that you guys maybe need to think about. But then I had another experience there. One of our OGs. It's an experience that I find when I try to engage her, it seemed like she did not want to share. One of our OGs had what you would call a death experience. She fell sick, went into a coma, and was in a coma for 2 weeks and died. She died for 5 hours. That's something that's strange, right? So one of our OGs died for 5 hours, and they were taking the body to the mortuary. She woke up. That's strange, right? So she woke up, but unfortunately, when she woke up, her ears don't work anymore. So she cannot hear. But when you're in front of her and you're speaking, she can read your lips because she speaks properly. But she cannot hear. And they tried to give her hearing aids. So they told her she needs to do an operation to fix her ears, so her hearing, so that it's. So it was. That's a story I hadn't had. And then we had a lot of conversations there, developmental conversations. But there are like 3 things that intrigued me there. First of all, you get challenged, you get inspired and all that. And then the friendship of these 2 guys. And then, of course, this OG of mine that had a death experience. Like, I know you guys would also ask the same question that I asked her. I asked her, did you see heaven? And literally, I think everyone is constantly asking her the same question. She did not answer me. Every time I asked her, wagenda muguru. And then she would find a way to kill the conversation and move away from that. Yeah. So good evening, people. I've remembered the name of the girl. You asked for a number and you saved it in Mama Aban's phone. She's called Tracy. Why don't I buy that number? Munange start a number, you najua that Joshua. Najua that Joshua. Joshua ajitwa the number. Raiwa Hai Katumba Amidu. After that Spacio, apart from replacing the tires. Tell us. Yeah, I'm going to tell you guys everything. John's info. How do you do, Mr. President Antonio Lubega, Francis Charles Sebaduko Wemitiana, Samuel Ringa, Wandera Joshua, Pade, Walai, wakati wanyumidwa kozi wagamba, ntipate mikolo jikuboa. Anti katipade, katino ze mikolo, simanyi genda ku mikolo nga sina ubuvunanyiziba. So kwagwa omukolo nagenza as the chairperson of the association. And I'll keep going there because literally, ninaka chiko kendika katavako. Like, even if I stop being like chairperson or wemikolo, I'll still be in the background like a godfather. You know the mafia. My association tugerabera mnganze ninga kujaka mafia gang. Akagambe chuma chukole chuteba chukula. So I'll always go to those functions, but also those functions are very interesting. Like every time you go to another person's home, nga temugenze yoruwabuwaze, but people choose. Like now, someone else is hosting us next year. Yeronze oda nedit najituwa. So now we already know which person's home we are going to next year. And so for me, I think it's and I don't like parties. I'm a party pooper, but you ever cheat a party pooper? That's really a good idea, bro. I like it so much. Obis and OGs bang. sikyaba manje bali and kacheche Stanley. That's why the associations need to exist. Kati fa bakusomera mu masomero g'ekinaku bwe mutenoonyeeko essomero lijja tuka baligale nawo ne kati wemba muyina amaanyi director aba atunda essomero lye nga muligula nga muligula ge maanyi. So but we have been saving money mu kino ekintu okwata sente nozira and they told us an amount and we could not believe that money was there. And then kati fa babadde mabanja naffe ne twongerayo akasente tukamalayo. Derek Duley, hi. Wandera Joshua, yes. Castor Tuse, Samuel Ringa, a woman as a best man. This world is about end. No, Samuel, you haven't seen it. It is happening so many places. Ni wano mu Uganda nakachira bemirundi ngebiri. Women as best man. Nda siega Noah kansome Noah. Joshua, are you sure nabo jimuwa the starch? Sina gwe nawa the number kujja ko gwe bokiriza njiwe starch nga nganjimuwa. Amina Rashid Jagenda, King Daniel's eye. What does it cost for a Ugandan to own a car with a South Sudanese number plate? What do you think it might be? Aren't you need to pay tax, road sort of tax, I think every 3 months to the government, and after some time they tell you to go. You get Yeah. Mr. Arthur, you're right, Munange. As we were born closely towards the end of the millennium and Gen Z, it's very hard to be one. Though me, I have tried giving a hand to those who need it. King Daniel's hi. Travel Life Vlog, Ben Kako, David Hook, Jesus Christ saves the King James Bible is all true. Okay, I don't know what that means. But Joshua, did you engage the girl? Oboli wano akano oyogera kwogerere. Did you engage? Joshua, did you engage the girl? Isaac Malinga, Nikose Ulime, for sure God has an assignment for your OG. She will eventually get her hearing back. And Nico, even me, I was thinking to myself, and she's a very happy person. I was thinking, I've had ear infections before, and then that's those times I get trouble hearing, and it's very uncomfortable. So I can only imagine what she goes through. But she's a very happy person. She's a very jolly person. I think she was the happiest person ku party. Man, that was a really good experience. I love get such reunions. Arthur, can you make a good events planner? You can make, only need a few touch-ups. As over events planning, I'm not a party person. I'm not. I have OG party to attend next year in January, but in the natty day of the Toti Ayogenda, Joshua, just go and chill. For Atenze, I find that one of the reasons why I'm very free here, still I'm not very free because, but I think because I'm so I still go there. But there is a young boy, I think he's somewhere around 2016. He's a reverend now, and he's good at mobilization. Mobilization to the extent that in January when we had the annual general meeting, I suggested to these guys that twekemwaka wide akakiriza omuntu ono abere second vice chairperson ku kisanja kyange kino at least, because he's very good at mobilization. Ate bana abana aba Gen Z ate baba tegeera nnyo Gen Z kati andi waliwo Gen Z ne bana babayita baani bana abato ba abani menga ba Gen Z abasembayo kugenda mu somero eryo 2018 26 abayinako abategeera. So they voted, they accepted nafuka vice chairperson wokubiri, and he's good and he's a reverend. So abetaga omuntu okubagatta. What is the difference between a reverend and the father? But he's a reverend. Some of us, the alumni that get super rich, leave the group. Then you have to, I find that you just need a strategy to get them back. And I know kutukira mbutufu nga akuzenga association ya teacher ina chemuyamba. Francis Osekerede. Football tribe, hi. A woman as a best man raises eyebrows. I don't think it makes the bride comfortable. I think it actually does. What if it's my sister or my cousin? Because I will tell you one thing, like men that have gone through betrayals by friends, like there are people that have gone through situations where where their best friend like sleeps with their girlfriend. That man tayinza kuddamu kwesiga musajja mulala. Tasobola kuddamu kwesiga musajja mulala kati. If that person decides to have a woman for a best man, because aga kati ngina be best man yatudukirira ekiro bichi. It's strange if you have been betrayed before. And yeah, we had a conversation of what if a man slept with you, if your friend slept with your woman, what would you do? One of the guys said in let's say you didn't advise me on which adult school to take my friend ngate yasoma. King Daniels ngate yasoma ko yadde ha oyatasoma ko yadde omanyi togenda. There are so many adult schools that teach primary. Inasoka akole P7 then amara akole senior 4. A person that has done up to senior 4 was okuyana agenda university, but I know some primary. I don't know of the adult schools that teach primary, but they are there. I mean, if I bought a car from South Sudan, do I need to change the number plate? Yes, you need to pay tax. And if so, what's the rough estimate? You pay the tax that equivalent to the model of that car. For example, if the car here, wherever Japan, it pays 25 million and you bring it from South Sudan, the chances are high that you pay 25 million because it's a foreign used car. But I've seen, because of the tax, I've had stories of people that bring cars from like South Sudan or South Africa, and they go to where and they buy number plates and logbooks, and then they even shift chassis numbers. I've just had stories. I've not seen a car like that, but I've heard that it's done. Waliwo omu yayigwendabye ku YouTube channel ya Bear Motors naye akyazizza guy nti asuubuza emmotoka cash no banja. Nuwa 27 29 million 2010, Sienta 21 22.5 2009 and 2010. Ndabye nga atulimbyemu. Oyinza okusanga nno nga kisoboka. Naye Nuwa ya million 29 grade ki? Omanyi waliwo omuntu okugamba nti agenda kuguza emmotoka layisi naye nga grade gyaleese mbi. For example, let me tell you something. If a Nuwa, the 2010 model, for example, if someone imports it for themselves and they spend like 35 million shillings, grade enonji kati gwe kyekigamba nti omuntu akusuubuza ng'ataddemu shipping n'asasula omusolo agiguza 29, then it goes back to what grade are they buying. Waliwo abantu abagenda e Japan oba Dubai ne bagula emmoloka za grade eya wansi, nga wansi ntalavu, gearbox nkolemu, engine nkolemu, oba nga engine nenga ku 60%, okitegeera suspension infu. Kati omuntu bwagula emmoloka grade bweti eri n'agireeta, emmoloka gye yali badde agula for example $, let's say $1,500, n'agigula ku $6 oba 7, because grade mbi. Kati bwagireeta $607 neggwera mu $nga 10 wali shipping n'asasula wano $10, okitegeera aba asobola ogiguza ezo sente, because I don't know if the mathematics might not be as accurate as I want it to be, but I think you get the rough estimate. It's like if someone is selling you a car at 29, kitegeeza baali badde banabala basobola ogitunda 35, because kitegeeza ereggweranga mu 20, kuba emmotoka gyatunda 29, kitegeeza agiddeko miliyoni nga 4. Kubanga I'll tell you that the traders here, local traders, abatunda emmoloka enkadde bali ya miliyoni 3.5. It means ow'emmoloka empya tayinza lya miliyoni zikka wansi wa 4 magoba. Kati bw'aba alya miliyoni 4 mu magoba, kitegeeza nuwe yagituusiza no miliyoni 2.5. Kati gwe naawe gendako ku websites nga Be Forward, Japan Car Traders, whatever, go to those websites and see how much is the 2010 Nuwa ng'ogigula eri. How much does it end with shipping to Mombasa, Bajita Mombasa or Mutukwa, whatever, Mombasa, of the shipping port, how much is it to get it to the port? Kateno balimo omusolo sasula gwa mmeka, gulabe kati gwe boboje shipping de koma ku mmeka, then oli okogerageranye. Sometimes we just have to see it. But then I think that the biggest thing is the grade. Me, I've seen traders that said nsubule moroka za rais naye nga atuuka n'azivaako because agireeta wano neemulya sente pitirivu neemutama. Amina Steve Barros. Let me see. In the my year 2013, I formed a cooperative circle of about members of Agambi, and when I suggested the entire group of class 2013, they never welcomed it because it involves money. You start with small monies. So when we started this association, with very small monies, and then you have to find to ensure that there is a system that everyone sees into your system where you our money is safe. The constitution has to be very clear. Like our constitution is very clear. There is an exit strategy. If you want to go, people can borrow money. Like one borrowed money yesterday, and yeah, the system is very clear. And then even Nebisanja have very clear. I can stand for another term. I cannot stand anymore. Bisanja bibi ngachi person that I live. Well, I get together parties challenges a lot because people are there to see what kind of car you drive. Katao people come with Range Rovers in Govuga Paso. Unfortunately, I think our fesomero lyaffe lyawukana mu lwansonga kuba buli muntu yagenda ku somero lyaffe tebaalina. So there is a very little competition. Simanyi oba kiri mu bwongo bwange bwokka, but I find that my hobbies and OGs simanyi oba emyaka gino emito abasoma 2013 2016 bo balina ebyo ebintu, but nze nalabye abantu be twasoma nabo tewali alina competition. There is no competition at all. It doesn't matter what car you drive, it's a car. Ate babadde ku party nga baliko ne Arthur kali oyinza otandika okugerageranya abantu era twabadde mu ne hobby nga agezaako okugerageranya naye Arthur wategeka ne mugamba ene oji wange nadi naye adata nga gundi tutandika kugerageranya wano buli muntu alina capabilities ze katandika kutandika kugerageranya gundi yategeka otegeka. I find that once those things get involved, then otandika okwawula abantu teri comparing. I find that inspiration is the best thing to do. I also saw him, but he said a down payment. Hey, Martha, down payment is 29 million. Nakubanjayo. But we are moving well. I'm a chairman now. It's now called Divine Corporates Limited. We save money. We have a big vision of building a legacy that's 20 years. Grade and trim. Thank you, JK. A trim is over. Actually, JK, you'll be surprised. The trim is very yo. Nenga grading full. And me, I've seen people that buy those cars. Now, yet grade is sumbira. That's why you'll find the car being sold at 26 somewhere. It's not see government yako magoba manji. Irabo nabona bajja kusikasakanya no wabiri mu mukaga jja kusika no wasatu nengo wasatu yaba. That's why it's important that you understand which places import which grade. I just want to hear him to know how to write and read in English because he's very good at other languages. Katoina mutu amusomesa primary King Daniels. Wegali Old Kampala is full of those schools. I can't point at one, but Old Kampala bange wali police ngova ku Gaddafi edwaliro ly'abasiraamu eryo okiriro ahadi ode ku Sapolo waliwo obusomero nga bubiri awo. Remind me about the driving school you talked about last time. I want to consult. The driving school is called SPK Driving School. Huh? Erikanyanya ku gas. If I happen to drive a person in my hobby is cruising a Range Rover and sanyuka busanyus. Tebidi nebo otasanyuka. Nze nebo embassy sanyuse. But I'm not going to be feeling like pray for me. My neighbor Seth, he got arrested today for growing marijuana. I guess my property line isn't where I thought it was. Sorry about that. But if they arrest him from growing marijuana, but marijuana is not really illegal if you grow the amount for medicine, right? Kazoba BL, I left my car in SCC. The battery went flat. I have learned the hard way. Sorry. Oh, you know Jimarayo. I think that's why the push to start has an advantage. Like the push to start kai tesobola kulookinga ngikyali mu SCC ate ngeri moroka yeerookinga ya bulijjo. Sorry about that. Kakati nate olozoba kazoba togenda kugula akantu kange kano ndi mukacharginga mu nyumba ka jump starter ogenda kagula ka mitwalo 35 nabasaliddeko kali kamu kokka baba katwa tebija kudamu kumpuja ngakogera nako. 27 million is ready. Can I get a good Toyota Wish or good Harrier? Harrier, I don't want to promise you. Kazoba for 350 zoka. Ronald, 27 you can get a Wish that is very good, but Harrier no, I don't want to promise you. So anyway guys, kamba nyumize Spacio jetwagula Friday. So Friday we had a budget of 18 million to buy a Toyota Spacio. We did not have any other option. Omuntu yagula Spacio, yade yagala Spacio nga yoka jayagala. They lost. I am laughing my language. How do I pay for car insurance? Via mobile money, Kazoba. You dial star for Airtel, you dial star 185 hash. Then you go to payments, I think. Then you go to insurance. And then when you go to insurance, you'll choose third party. And then you'll put in the number plate of your car. And then they'll tell you how much you need to pay. You'll put in your PIN code. And then they'll show you that you have bought insurance. Then all you have to do now is walk to an agent that types those things. They get you the sticker and they put it on your car. Exactly what you did is the best to do. Don't let anyone to start comparing each other. It should get exposed, learn, discover, and then compare yourself to them at home when you go back. You don't even compare yourself. Me, I don't compare myself at all, even when the car is not in my names. Well, if the car is not in your names, you can buy third party, but the third party won't be in your names. It's also okay. The goal is to have third party insurance. Good evening, Hashim. Yes, me, I'm okay. I'm sure most of these guys here are fine. If you're not fine, mukama kutelemu wangu. Guys, Nzenga Arthur, I don't compare myself to anyone. I've learned not to compare myself to anyone. Why? We have different skills. We were raised by different people. And some of us were raised by grandmothers. Grandmother akuza reda akadieta chaina manyi ga kusomesa bibinji or ebimunaita bimanyi. And you guys need to understand that people that were raised by parents ngabonna webali bakulangiri yanjawulo, people that were raised by a single father bakulangiri yanjawulo, people that were raised by a single mother bakula byanjawulo, abantu abekuza nga bali bokka bakula byanjawulo, omuntu yasoma paka ku university afuna ngeri yanjawulo, omuntu yasoma paka P7, they earn differently, they have different skills. A person that stopped at senior 4, senior 6 is also different. So when you compare yourself to another person, you'll be doing a disservice to yourself. The other person will not know. They will not know that you're comparing yourself to them. But you will know, and you start feeling bad. And for you guys that when we were growing up, either you guys have a black and white TV and they have a color TV, but they are renting on your houses. Color TV going because you have a black and white TV. You get it? So I find that comparing yourself is one of the worst. I'm teaching my kids the same. Don't ever compare yourself to your friend. Your friend is different. They come from a different background. And I think it's one thing that I've learned. It disempowers you. Can 30 million get a good Harrier still? 30 million can get a Harrier. It won't be the best, but you can get a Harrier that is good. When they jumpstart the battery, how long do you leave the engine running? Like 5 minutes. Racing Athens, the only two options, Yenta or Wish, as long as it will do. Firstborn, thank you, Firstborn. Guys, like the broadcast, you're 47. Guys, I do pre-purchase inspection. If you're going to buy a car, I'm your guardian angel. I make sure that you're not ripped off. I make sure that you get a good car. And as a guardian angel, one of the things that I do is to talk to you, to make sure I'm the person that does not fear to tell you the truth. And yes, sometimes you will ignore it, but I'll say it. So what I want to, after the inspections, I always post the pictures and I come and talk about the experience here. Why? Because the things I tell you are the things I tell other people. It's important. Pre-purchase inspection. So kumotoka, I come with a mechanic. Bobo guda Benz, zijana mechanic wa Benz. Bobo genda guda Golf, zijana mechanic wa Golf. Bobo genda guda Toyota. We come with a mechanic that is specialized with Toyota. So that's what we do. You pay a small fee, 450,000 shillings. That covers full day of pre-purchase inspection in the Kampala Central Business District. Now, that money Why am I asking you to pay that money? First of all, abana ba ino kunywa amata. Then the data we use for the live broadcast is also very expensive. We use about 2 GB every time. Katingawa we tweet akwesa GB bidi in terms of data. That's money. Secondly, nange nyino kufuna yo kasente n'endi yako. But also third, that's one way we keep the channel running. Which take gira. But of course, then we're going to start a system where we fundraise as a people. Abagali moroka fundraising tuyambeko communities and stuff like that. Bafunye accident ku ngudo tugabenga yone ku motoka buli mwaka ebyo bintu tubikolenga tubimalenga so that our love for cars doesn't just end there. So I'll be telling you the arrangement very soon. Guys, don't compare yourself to anyone. We have different scripts in life, and that's calling the destiny are different. Just do self-actualization and leverage on strength. Thank you very much. Tocha alambuza charo. Tulambula munange. Na just ennaku zino gym nagiza waka. Luli nalambula ku weekend ngenda mva mu gym, but ebima nabigula nembise waka. Era nakoze mudda. Ngenda kuddayo nkole munga maze wano. Thanks for the knowledge. I'd like to sell my Vitz 2001 to buy a Suzuki Escudo 2007 with a budget of 17 million. What are your thoughts? Did you get the Escudo at 17 million? I got a good experience with the Escudo I had before. Okay? Vitz ojitunasene meka Kia. Oyinzo funa no muntu ajigula. Will all cars be required to have new number plates? Yes, when the system is rolled out. Spacio 1.5. Yes, Steve Barros, it's 1.5. Thank you, Bwana. Mbarara, you can go inspect for me. In Mbarara, it will be very expensive for you, Jack. But if you can afford to transport us to Mbarara, and like I said, in the city in Yabasi, we drive. If you can afford to facilitate that, why not? 15 million, you can get a Toyota Primo, yes. God created us with different capabilities. He blesses us differently. So comparing us to other people is a wastage of time. Thank you. Hi, Saddam Starch. As a guardian angel, I help you with anything you need to know when preparing an event. Sibyangu, a client came crying, Mbuba Asha, banyodo mwenge, bali emede, but because I told him my package in Agana. Bibao. Arthur once said, I do pre-purchase inspection at a small fee 450 and make sure that you get good, perfect value for your money. Arthur, embozia Spacio bambi. Kari. But Arthur, let me ask this question. Isn't getting inspired comparing yourself to those that inspire you? No. So that's why I don't think it's bad. No, Stanley, I'm not comparing myself. I'm seeing what they have done that I can do. That's the inspiration. At that moment. The thing with you comparing yourself to another person is that I can do it. I can do it better than that person. Because that's what's the game, right? Comparing yourself to other people is the reason why people fight. Like Golola fought with Titus Tugume was because yaliaga manzo yo musinga amanyi. That's comparing yourself. Osegera nze nchimanya anti Antonio simusinga na echi kyakoze. Era bwe nsanga nga yambadde engatto nnungi ngambadde sigigulangako nga Antonio engatto eyo wagigulawa. Nange njagala gigula. Okitegeera? That's getting inspired. But comparing myself is me keeping quiet. That's the best way I can explain that. But okay, after comparing yourself with anybody will kill your happiness. Compare yourself with your yesterday. Thank you. After I need a Chikumi manual transmission at 6 million. Budget guys, I'm selling at 13. You be serious. Kindly share your thoughts, Suzuki Escudo. I have no problem with Suzuki Escudo. It's just that those cars are expensive to keep on the road. Which they're expensive to keep on the road. And then the other experience that I've had with people that buy cars that are not Toyota and they bring them to the village, because majority of the time like my friend yesterday yazimba ku Ntebe Road Kitende. Nera Kitende tali ku main ero yingirako munda. Kati the thing with cars that are not Toyota is that zikusumbuwe kuba makanika tebazitegeera. Every time we wefa waliwo makanika agitegeera. Kai tugende ku Spacio. So the gentleman just wanted to buy Spacio at 18. Nitutambula mu katale. The first place I think twagenzeke ndakawa. Nitugenda ko bakuli na tunoonya Spacio. And guys, like I've said, Spacios are overpriced. Really overpriced. You see that Spacio we bought at 17. Most of the people that had the same Spacio were selling them at 21, 22, 23. Which tegeera. And so we first saw twalabe USZ nga milioni 18 oba kitundu. Then we saw a UAX sente zezimu. Then they showed us that UBB that we bought. And when they saw, because the USZ was better, so our mind was on the USZ. Then by the mokaji batwetedde abadde ninge enkuba emiggo entujigoberawo. So when we went to see the UBB, ate twagenza okulaba UBB je nawangulidde kitoki kya total kiriwe kibox. So we went there nga baina karafu ke drawing. You buy fuel and then you go into the box and then you pick and win. I won a torch in a yasora mujitegede ya total. So anyway, the UBB was okay. It was okay, but the body wasn't the best though. The body wasn't the best. The engine is good. The engine is like at 80, I think 80-90% health. The gearbox was okay. The suspension is clear. Tekwati wangamu. And so yakwatibwa, but it's intact. The interior wasn't the best. The interior wasn't the best. Mwalimu obuntu buku replacing like obugatobo mu rujiru emabega akagata kamte kalimu. Then one the passenger door terugula bulungi naye that's a technical thing bakakola. Yabadde ekola AC perfectly. Everything else checked out by the way. Then the hiccup we found with that car was that the original color is actually blue. It's not as silver as you see. The original color is blue, but this person here jiguledi blue. So when we were writing the agreement, so anyway, okay, twalabaza okulaba UBB ne tugende wabakuli tulaba yemoroka ze twalabye ngengera zonna nga bazisera tulina twalaba UX nga ya 4 wheel lukwemulu 8 abajagala milioni oba aga milioni 2 naye twagenza otegera ebbeyi ngera tugivuddemu because the person that was buying namugambye tuula yovugemu oyongereko maaso. I wanted to look at the boot bwatulayo nakuba ekisumuluzo okuteeka mu drive nga ate moroka edda mabega okitegeera he drove it. He was in there. So, but that's what happened. Then we saw another one that was overpriced but wasn't good at all. And then this is a story. When we saw the UBB, brokers got us the UBB. And this is one of the reasons why I keep hiding. So brokers got us the UBB. Netujigoba. Ba broker bajitedde nga bajitula milioni 19 kitundu oba. And 19.5 was too much. Sorry, network. So the brokers got us this car. Kutwagisanze ku toto awe nakawa. So because of the price we killed the entire idea of buying that. So as we were still moving around, Gatanse no losing our hope. The buyer himself was really tired, I think. And so the owner of the car calls me. Nangamba Arthur. Nze gwe mulabye Spacio ye wali nakawa. Mbadde njaga tukole business. So when he called me, I told him, you know what is going to happen is I would want to buy your car, but it's out of budget. It's really out of budget. Nangamba Arthur ntasa nyine ebintu wala. Ntasa emoroka eno mujigule. Nemugamba manchi obukola. You bring the car to jetegereza. Naji tuleetera twageze twamusanzira baga ku charge. Nalete emoroka ntujikebera. Netujivugamu and it was okay. It was really okay for the budget. The body is not the best. Naye abajigula bibajiguloro obi I think. But it's really okay. Tujivugamu tekubagana mu yadde tekola chi. And then, so when you called me, I told him, you know what? Send the sort of quiz same as the million the kumi na musanvu. Nemugaba, but the issue is, moroka ye remove a broker. Go to that center, mekananga abadi nya million kumi na munana. Nemugambe moroka yo teina mipira ebiri, interior sin nonji, body sin nonji. So we are going to give you 17 million shillings. Ate sagala ba broker kunta wanya. Nchimanyi ba broker badde bataddemu sente, yensonga laki moroka ye badde waggulu. Nangamba Arthur ne milioni 17 nga ntono mumpe milioni za 18 bikini mga tugenda kwa 17 bobo zaagala. Let us look at the car. Nagamba kale ne muganda yeba broker bwe baba we bali gwai no kola ki gwai no basasula. And he agreed. And then later on a broker came. What broker yabojidde kondoza yabadde ali mulimu. I don't know what the arrangement was. So anyway, we went on, inspected the car. Then the person that bought had come with his brother. The brother came back, looked at the car, and it was a good buy. And then we went ahead. We had seen the color issue. We told this guy, your car, the color initially is supposed to be blue, but it's silver. It doesn't say the same in the logbook because it was a verification. So this is what we're going to do. We are buying the car 17 million shillings, but we are going to give you 16 million shillings and we keep 1 million. Why are we keeping 1 million? You have to go and fix the color issue. go to URA, apply change of particulars or change of details, bagize mu silver, logbook etandika okusoma silver. Okay, then we want to choose a color mu logbook nesoma silver, otwe transfer forms zaffe. Why did we do it like that? The person that was buying the Spacio doesn't want a record on his tin that he chose a color in case the color was changed for anything. But me, I know as a person that has bought cars that because the car was blue, nobody wants to buy blue cars. The seller trader yali agitunda at whatever time nagichusa nagifula silver. So olwokutambula. So the seller agreed. Baba dai ne mutawanya. So he agreed ne tumwake $16,000 signing academy tukasi change of particulars emotoka bagifule silver mu logbook yene transfer forms afazi tuwe afune million yesembayo agende okitegera. So that's the story. So let's study on Friday how many cars did we look at. Let me see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 that were in our little bit in our budget. So that was the story. And let me tell you something. Later on, the person who go to Aguzeke Moroka sent me a text message and he said, Mr. Arthur Webalinyo, utasize takali yange. So apparently this person he had bought land and he had a balance of 5 million and he did not have money. So these people wanted to take his land because of the 5 million. You get it? And so he just needed 5 million. That's why he sold his car. So the story is he bought his car around 23 million shillings, but because of the pressure, so that's how we got a Spacio on UBB at 17. Because on Yabada in Echimugobanga Yagara Kuchimala. And then that takes us to the other thing that I normally tell you guys. Toguranga Morokane we maram. Bone maram. And probably one of the reasons why I continue to tell you guys, don't buy overpriced cars. Nze nabagamba nze muyinza okunsanga enchanga liromba demvugene moroka enchana evuga vitizi njagala kuba na cash ngali wali cash flow is king okitegeera. So kati you can imagine omuntu ono yakwate $2.3 n'agula emmotoka yangambye akamala naye omwaka mulamba n'agula emmotoka atuse nga yeetaaga $5,000,000 ze yali ayinza okufissa ku mmoroka ng'alina kitunda emmotoka agitundire mu loosi bw'aba agigula $2.3 yatunze $17 ate ng'era nkimanyi alina bye yakolakolamu yakoze loosi ya $6,000,000. So anyway, that's it. After I said 30 million can get me a Harry, I was wondering which model. Yeah, you'll get a Kawondo. You'll get a Kawondo. You'll get a Kawondo. The normal Kawondos kateziri ko. Tojafun of course, Tojafun got 2006. Away what? Kenya Abe High Chilembwe Baker. Firstborn, I want to buy my mom a car, but I'm waiting for 2026 election to see how it will go and with no war because I don't want to waste my firstborn. Gono wacha inzo wa oltale Kampala wano. Guno mulembe kwa fogula bandi betu twagala chusa government tugenda kukola lutalo. Government tujaje chusa intellectually. Fetwabagambye ready for the love of cars people's party bida bili mukaga tujja ne President Antonio. Me, I have my neighbor. I used to think I could work hard and at least I'd be like her. But as I talk now, she's in America. That's how we get high blood pressure, guys. Just exactly. Katoyinza okuba oliao goli ku muntu olowoozo guy n'agenda mu America. Ngagweta kuliko. And the other thing, you can compete with someone nga yabba bobbi. You're competing, we're comparing a normal. Just be inspired. And when you get inspired, you actually ask them, you know, what you call out here. But when you're competing, you don't even want to ask them. Because of all into cash flow is king. I'm also moving to VITs to subsidize finances. After how many kilometers can you manage to give per liter? Inzo kuanga 10. Oza Mosantu, torch tujirabe sebo. We might get inspired. You need to buy torch. You know, jirako kasora pano torch elimunda. Najikozeze chilonga ntambula wano. But bitochi bidawe bya total babita simanyi bya delight ejira ku kasola pano kana. So yesterday wachikali mu moroka na CBN kachajinga basoka ne bampa torch enfululi ne enjizayo ne bampa endala bana na wangu nampangule. I put 150,000 on my total B2C card and and then I went into the box nze nga nagenda kuwangula torch era najje torch, and that's how I won it. So kati, for you to be able to win these things ku total, you just have to put money on your B2C card. Yeah, so kitufu nyo Mr. Arthur, I have to economize era which bwegana sieta tujjajjifula in perfect condition tukole. I want your number. Jeremiah, my number is 0752991051, but it's also in the description. So guys, munzikirize basibule lero Sunday ate mbalabe ncha ku macha kati olubula boluva wano mbadde mazo kube moroko olupira kati ngenda kugiragirako wano munda wano mwe nali nyiridde normally bwe mbanga nze ntambulidde mu moroka nzekka ewala linawo bawayonjo naye wano ewange wano kati ngenda okulongoosa and then ngende nkubemu ko kukyuma katono naabe nebake paka ncha kubanga nze nzuka sawa 10 konka having a car can save you in many ways. Walai, has any of you guys ever bought Seaworth lithium ion battery? I've seen them. Nange ninze waliwe yaji kuzenga bwemba sibula. John's info Mgalasi Joshua Mix Farm Antonio Random Things Serunjoji Matthias Chizata Deo VIP Andrew Nsubuga Chigozi Stanley Antonio Random Things President of Abidi Mukaga for the Love of Cars People's Party Derek Fisher Patrick Q Poultry Farm Oyopade Chigozi Stanley Serunjoji Matthias Seneko Starch FK Nicolas Sebulime Morad K Momo VIP Martha Marisa Katum Hamidu Abari Mukamoli. I don't take you for granted, definitely. Bruno Insingoma Paul Sema VIP Raiwa Jones Info Nakumaze Rebecca Francis Charles Sebaduko Wemitiana Samuel Ringa Wandera Joshua Rebecca Francis Derek Lule Noah Didier Dinemi Okusoma Rashid Jagenda King Daniels Ben Kako Travel Life Vlog David Hook Isaac Malinga Football Tribe UG King Daniels Tusime Eddie Ben Kako JK of course Steve Barrow Stephen Barunji Muroza Kazoba BL Ronald Ad Hashim Tale Samuel Ozamo Santu Mujunansi Michael Papichulo Jeremiah Jack Musema Saddam Kai Travel Guide Chirembwe Baker Tarema Samuel Muroza Sibamazeyo Malega William Chairman Zach Fadam Mr. Arthur a good Subaru Forester 2009 with 25 Funika. Yes, it's possible. And 25 Simanya. We have to look and ask JNF Media. Guys, thank you very much for being part of the broadcast. Muje to collect purchase inspection, mugule tracking device, mugule alarm. Yeah, of course neka ruka machine kanga ka jump starting akali woka muka twali sente zangenzi jemba nage. Guys, mukama ba I see you tomorrow morning 7:30. Ciao.